The SAT has a mean of 500 and a standard deviation of 100. The ACT has a mean of 18 and a standard deviation of 6, and both tests are normally distributed. Suppose Pauline scored a 590 on the SAT and a 25 on the ACT. On which test did Pauline have the better score? Explain why. Okay, so you know that the standard deviation sort of gives us the percentile, right? We can use the standard deviation, right, to get the percentile and sort of see, okay, based on the percentile, right, which test that she did better on. Okay, now actually, we don't actually need to find the percent though, right? We can actually just, based on the numbers, see where she stands, okay, using the scores, right? So what do we mean by that? Let's take a look. Here's the SAT, right? So for the SAT, we'll draw the normal curve here. We know that the mean is 500 and the standard deviation is 100, right? So we'll go one standard deviation above and below, and we can go two standard deviations above and below. But you notice that for the SAT, right, Pauline scored a 590, which is over here. So she did actually she's not even one standard deviation above the mean, right? Okay, but let's compare that to the SAT and the score that she received on the SAT. Okay, the mean we know is 18 and the standard deviation here is 6, right? So we can go 12 below and 24 up here, right? And what did she score on the ACT? Right? On the ACT, she scored a 25, which is on this side. So what does that mean? It means she did better than one standard deviation above the mean. Okay? So without even getting the percentages or the percentiles, right? Based on where she stands in relation to the standard deviation, what can we conclude here? We can conclude that she did better on the ACT. Okay. Now, if you want to find the percentiles, you can. Okay. So, for example, we know that based on the rule of 68, 95, 99.7, right? If you are up to here, right? Okay, this is going to be the 50% mark plus the 34 here, right? This is 84%. And similarly, this is going to be about 84% here as well, right? But you notice that for the SAT, she did not quite reach that 84% mark. Okay, but for the ACT, right, she surpassed it. Yeah, so we can use the standard deviation to figure out which test she did better on.